bit interesting maybe that John uses that double verily 30 times in his book, where Jesus is saying, truly, truly, verily, verily. You know, he's emphasizing what's getting ready to come next. Matthew uses the term verily, just one verily, 25 times, and then Mark and Luke use it a few less times. But that's sort of a common phrase of Jesus throughout his ministry. Verily, verily, truly, truly. What I'm getting ready to say to you is important. And Jesus called himself in the last verse, Son of Man. Now, we saw that last week in the prophets too. Andy? Okay.
I think there's a character of Jesus coming out here in this conversation of him addressing some prejudice. So going back to Jesus being from Nazareth, and Nathanael's prejudice is that nothing good can come out of it. And I don't think that that's like a flippant joke that he's making, like, oh, well, you're from Middleburg, you know. I think this is a real prejudice he's making. And Jesus is responding with the, oh, look, an Israelite with no God. And I don't think that Jesus is being flippant here either. I think he's making a real statement about his character, but also the prejudice of look at it. But I think that there is something there that Jesus is saying, look, everybody's got some baggage. That doesn't mean that you can't do what's right.
Okay, overcome it. Yeah, it's interesting you say.
Right before he ends there, he says, you will see heaven open and the angels of God ascending and descending on the Son of Man. Jacob laying there with the stone in his pillow and the ladder, seeing the angels descend and descend. I think that's a direct reference that Jesus is making there about the guile and the angels
Right.
descending and descending. I think he's getting past this prejudice. I think he's opening
Opening some doors. You know, Jesus is all about eliminating prejudices. Prejudices from where you come from, prejudices from what sex you are, prejudices from nationalities. And so here is a glimpse into that a little bit. I want you to look, anybody else before, we're not going to move on too far. I want you to look in John 1, and I want us to identify the different names of Jesus in John 1. Okay, you start at the very beginning. Okay, Lamb of God. That's in several places, Carlos. Where did you find it? Okay, verse 29, Lamb of God. We're going to see, you see Lamb of, I went in my Bible and sort of circled all these names of Jesus in John chapter 1. So you got the Word, you got the Lamb of God. What else do you have? Okay, the light. What else? Okay, Rabbi. If you're in that verse, you're probably going to come up on some other ones. Rabbi. Okay, Son of God. Son of Joseph. Okay. Is there an I am here? And there's probably 25 where Jesus says I am. I thought Evan had hit on one in John 1, but he really didn't. He was talking about John the Baptist. Okay, something else. Okay, the Messiah. There's another one right there in that same verse. Okay, the King of Israel. Let's go back to Carlos's in that verse where he says the Messiah. He's also recognized as what? We might have already said it. The King. Okay, the King of Israel, the Messiah, the Son of God, the Lamb of God, the light. There's one more, at least. So, Lord, there's another one. Don't miss the last verse. Jesus says what? I am the Son of, go ahead, say Faye. Faye's got the right answer right there. Son of Man. Okay, so there's a lot of titles for Jesus in this first chapter as John, many, many years after Matthew, Mark, and Luke wrote, introduced to us Jesus. And so now, at least according to John, and we'll come back and hit James, Esther. Okay, but as we close out the book of John, or John 1 here, you've got the first two, Andrew and John. Andrew goes and finds Peter Then they come up on, I'm missing one. Who are they? Who are the named disciples right now? Okay, we got Andrew and John, Philip, Nathaniel. We're putting him, I think there's 5. I thought there were 6. Maybe I was including Esther's James in that. Go Ed. Okay, that we'll give our own disciple. And then, so I think we got 5 as we walk out of here, right? Is that what y'all got?
I got 5.
I thought there was 6, but maybe not.
And John what?
Yeah, I might be wrong. That's been possible before, very possible. Okay, so Jesus then moves on to the next town, and that is what? John 2, Cana. Okay, and while he's in Cana, he and his disciples. Now, I tell you something that maybe makes you think it's John, that unknown disciple, is because from this point on, John sort of writes as an eyewitness as he's there. He from then on, he sees this stuff. And so you've got these 5 disciples. They go into Cana because they have been what? Invited to a wedding. And they get there, and we've talked about this before, in that time, weddings lasted not just one day, but they lasted sometimes as much as 7 days. So the father of the, or the groom, or the father, the father of the bride, somebody's having to put out a lot of money for a lot of food. And Jesus and his 5 disciples show up at this wedding, and pretty quickly